Is it time for you to refinance? My name is Trevor Carlson. I've been in the mortgage industry for almost 20 years now. I'm going to give you my best advice on knowing when it's time for you to pull the trigger on refinancing your mortgage. Now, one of the things we want to look at is what kind of mortgage you have. If you have a standard 30-year fixed mortgage, if you've had it for a few years, you probably have a really excellent rate. And my rule of thumb on refinancing 30-year fixed mortgages, assuming you don't need to pull cash out, you don't need to consolidate debts, if you're just looking to lower your rate and payment, generally speaking, you don't want to refinance unless you can improve your interest rate by at least 0.5% or more with little to no closing costs. Now that's the kicker, and that's what you want to pay attention to, because most lenders out there will tell you buy down points, pay extra for the fees, and let's get that interest rate as low as it'll go today. Here's the problem with that. Interest rates today are as low as we've seen in almost 25 years. Rates are coming down. If you pay $10,000 or $15,000 in maximum fees today to get your very best rate today, 6 or 9 months from now, all of that money might be flushed down the toilet because interest rates may have fallen below your excellent rate today. And so my recommendation for people when we're in a market situation where the economy is slowing, unemployment is rising, and interest rates are starting to fall, you want to avoid closing costs as much as possible. When I say little to no closing costs, generally when I refinance my clients, we're trying to get their actual hard closing costs between $0 and $1,000, maybe $1,500 at the most. Aside from that, you want to negotiate a rate with your lender that gets them to pay the closing costs for you. Because again, 6 to 9 months from now, you may be able to drop that interest rate another 0.5%, full percent, 2% in some situations, and you don't want to waste all of that money you paid in closing costs. And so watch for those lower cost refinances. Again, if you have a lender that's telling you pay top dollar for the lowest possible rate today, don't do it. Not right now. There are times where that does make sense, but not when interest rates are falling. That is the worst thing you could do in terms of shooting yourself in the foot and wasting money. Now, if you have a reverse mortgage, let's talk about that. On reverse mortgages, it's a little bit more tricky because even if we want to refinance, we have to have an interest rate that is low enough that provides the ability for us to get cash back for the homeowner, or at least available funds in a line of credit. I can't take your reverse mortgage today and refinance it to an interest rate with that would actually require you to bring money out of pocket, right? It doesn't make sense. Even if we could do that, we shouldn't do that. And so generally speaking, on a reverse mortgage, same thing applies. When I refinance my reverse mortgage clients, we are shooting for a no-cost situation where we're pricing the loan so that the bank is going to cover your closing costs with a credit, so that you're not being charged another $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 to refinance just to get $10,000 or $15,000 in cash out. So, obviously call me. If you don't call me, at least work with a lender that offers this, that will structure your loan as a no-cost loan, where the bank is crediting all of those expenses or most of those expenses, as much as possible, but you're still getting a cash out. Minimum $10,000, but generally speaking, we want to shoot for $20,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 in available funds to do a reverse mortgage refinance. And so I hope this is helpful. The bottom line is you want to be improving your situation. And again, as the interest rates continue to come down, don't be afraid of the fact that you may refinance 3 or 4 times over the next 3 or 4 years. That's totally fine. Take advantage of those interest rates as they come down. And when they do get down low again, do the fixed rates. Make sure that you're looking at your fixed rate options so you can protect yourself against future inflation, because that's probably going to be there. So hope this is helpful. Call me if you have more questions. If you want to be on our watch list so that you're notified when it is time to pull the trigger, we do that. We send out regular emails and texts to let people know what's happening so that they're not being left behind. And so my number is 435-359-9000. Heritage Reverse Mortgage is our website, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.